On time, on task, on the budget. Morning, everybody. It's 11:30. Let's start this thing. Thank y'all so much. Everybody give them a round of applause. Y'all heard that? If anybody else has a song, we'll hear it before. Go ahead. Bring that hat up here. It's great to be with you. I want to thank all the council members who are with us today. Councilmember Palmer is with us today. We have representative from Councilmember's Head's office with us today. Deputy Mayor Cedric Grant is with us. Andre Codigan with FEMA, who is one of our great partners. Councilmember Cynthia Hedge-Morrell. Jessica Knox, who's the president of the Historic Fallbrook Tremé Association and is a member of the Mayor's Neighborhood Development Task Force. We want to remember Mr. Jerome Smith, who unfortunately could not be with us today, but is well known and well loved. Miss Lucille, the boss, across the street, keeping an eye on everybody, making sure everybody stays where they need to be. It's nice to see you. 95 years old young. What y'all think about that? 92. Ooh, who put this on here? Y'all in trouble. Somebody's in trouble. It's just so nice to see you. And, of course, to the Nord Foundation donors who are with us, Mr. Thomas Moore is the CEO of Mutual of America. Rosemary Foundation is with us. Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen. Mr. Roy Glapion, who's the chairman of Nord C, and a whole host of community leaders that are with us today that have worked so hard. And, of course, our wonderful students from Craig. Thank you guys so much. These guys are kind of getting up out of the way, but you got a little kindergarten class sitting over there watching us from the other side who was singing before you guys hooked it up. And they're good, too, so they're coming. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So today is really an exciting day. We were here not long ago where we broke ground. We began to dig a hole so we can build a foundation for the future. And today, we're here to cut a ribbon on this community center, which is a very, very special community center because of the sacred space that it occupies in one of the most historic neighborhoods in the city of New Orleans, Tremé. Tremé has been the hub, and this community center has been the hub of Tremé for over a quarter century. It's a place where so many of our young boys and girls learn how to play together, learn the really important lessons of life. The Tambourine and Fan Nord Summer Camp was headquartered here, was managed by Mr. Jerome Smith. When the building was operating before, many of the Mardi Gras Indians taught sewing lessons in this very spot, really kind of passing on to the next generation the authentic culture that only New Orleans has. Of course, the wonderful renovation of Craig Elementary across the street and the great job that those guys are doing, and I know you guys are working really hard too. We're really proud of you for the hard work that you guys are working in. And of course, this is a place where a lot of folks not only learn the lessons of life, but they learn sports and they learn partnership, whether it was basketball games, dance lessons, art lessons. Now, we made a commitment to return this back, not to how it was, but better than it ever was, the way it always should have been. Because, as I said, we're not building New Orleans back the way it was. We're building it the way we always dreamed that she should be. And so here we are. $5.6 million later, a first-class reinvestment in our kids. Repairs to the roof, to the gym, to the mechanical system. We got a new pool, which I'm really excited about. We have our lifeguards standing next to us in a great partnership with so many of them. This is a partnership, again, between FEMA, State Capital Outlay, bond funding, the City of New Orleans, major DBE participation, and, of course, nothing happens in the City of New Orleans without partnerships. Because it's all hands on deck and everybody working together. That's the way we win. I don't know if people have noticed this, but we in New Orleans have learned how to win. We like it, and we expect to keep doing it for a very long period of time. So with the Tremé pool here, we have now 13 pools that will be open this summer. When we came into office, we had 8. And we have really had some wonderful renovations across the city. But this particular summer is going to be really special for all of our kids. This is an integral piece of one of America's most historic neighborhoods. In 2012, Tremé celebrated its 200th anniversary. It is really just unbelievable. And of course, this particular redevelopment is only a very small and very important part of a much larger whole, because we're not just creating a space, we're creating a place. It's going to be synergized with other projects and landmarks. You know, we're doing a lot of work in the Iberville Tremé neighborhood, Armstrong Park, and major renovations, the Biomedical Center, the streetcar line that came up, the Lafitte Greenway. Of course, Craig Elementary is a $17.2 million renovation. The Sanger Theater is about to reopen later this year. That's a $52 million renovation. We have the Galvez Bike Path. We have the Oscar Madrano Clinic. We're rebuilding a place. Places where people can live. Places where everybody can learn. People where we can recreate and play, because that makes up the whole person. And if the whole person is rich and wonderful, the city of New Orleans just becomes that much more so. So to all of you who had anything to do with this, we thank you. Thank you for keeping the flame alive for us. This is just another step back, a very important step for all of us. And I'm just thrilled to be here with you. So God bless you all, and thank you very much. And I'd like to call up the two council members to speak, after which we'll have Mr. Vic Richard from NORD, who's been leading this effort for us, Deputy Mayor Cedric Grant, who is the head of infrastructure improvement, is responsible for all of the things you see coming out of the ground, and of course Andre Codigan, who's the Deputy Director of Programs for the FEMA Louisiana Recovery Office. So if you'll come in that order, we would love to have you. Good to see you. Thank you.
Good morning. So I have to say, ribbon cuttings are always much more fun than groundbreakings, because we get to see what's happened. And this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the hard work of a lot of people. And as the mayor said, there's a lot of partnerships. I really want to thank NORD-C and the hard work of Vic and Roy Glapion and everybody that's really worked together, and the community. The community has had a tremendous amount of impact on this. Mr. Smith has kept everybody on point to make sure that this is really reflective of the community. And the mayor spoke of how important and iconic this place is, and all the places that make up Tremé. But the true importance of this place are the children, and the fact that the children will have access to something that is so much better than that was here, and that it is reflective of where our priorities should be. And our priorities should be with the children. And it's not just the building that's important, it's what's going to occur within the building, and to ensure that we have good programming in this building year-round for our kids, to make sure our kids at Craig have full access to the community and the green space around it, to make sure that we don't only have athletic programming, but that we have arts programming, that we have music programming, and that's what's going to really make us go forward. And I just want to thank everybody for really paying attention and putting our priorities where they need to be, and that's with our children. And I want to say, kids, this is all for you, because we believe in you, and we know you're going to do a wonderful job, and that you're going to represent us well, and that this place will be reflective of you and for you. So thank you.
I'm excited to be here today. Jerome and I sat down last week and we reminisced, Mr. Mayor. And we talked about when this first opened, and we had a swimming program for children at McDonough 15 and for children at Craig. And our kindergarten, first, and second graders would come over here twice a week, and they actually got to take swimming lessons. So I think that what I want you to know is that we are so glad that you're on board and you have a vision that is the community's vision. And I think that's the important part, and that's the good message to go out today. Children come into this community, and not only do they learn from their elders the culture of the community, but we also want them to learn the skills that they need to learn to move forward and to be productive and to be good citizens. And the vision for New Orleans going forward is not the same old, but to build on that foundation and build it better. And build it in a way that the children of New Orleans will have a bright future, and they will lead, and they will exceed the expectations that we have for them. So I want to thank NORD-C, and I want to thank the lifeguards, because I'm looking forward to that. But more than anything else, I want to thank the community of Tremé, because you know what? You always had a vision for your community, and now we're actually just seeing it come into fruition. And that's exciting. That's exciting. So on behalf of the old-timers like me, who were here when we were struggling because we didn't have the money and the financing to do what we had a vision to do, today we get to walk into the new Tremé, which is the fulfillment of that vision. And I am so sorry that Jerome can't be here today, because Jerome loves this center, and Jerome loves Tremé. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It is another very proud day. As the mayor said, the commitment to make our city what it deserves to be. 5.5 million. I think it's broke 6, Mr. Mayor. I think by the time we finish putting the furnishings and the equipment that will all be finally delivered, we'll easily break 6 million.
As long as you're in budget.
Never blew a budget in my life. But, you know, to thank you, Mr. Mayor, for putting us in a position, the council people and you working as one, to understand, and everybody's constantly saying the same message, to make our city what it deserves to be. When you all get an opportunity to walk into the building, you will see how the building has been redesigned from the shell to meet today's societal needs, to make the building work to match what we want it to do, to serve young people, to serve the community, and to serve our elders as well. That's the fun. You know, to thank Mr. Grant, I don't see where Vince and Katie and Danny is, but the countless hours, days and nights, and some weekends to put this project together, to pull it off, and we're still working to make this thing what it deserves to be. My staff with Giselle and Aquatics, I know Sean is here, the directors of centers, our new director for the Rec Center, Dewana. Raise your hand, congratulations. Brittany and Ronnie, and I know Sammy's not here as of yet. Giselle with the Aquatics team. So the partnerships with dance and, you know, the Indian culture and things of that nature in the Red Cross. Where we are and where we desire to be. I will have a huge meeting this Friday morning right across the street with Ms. Hicks and also Mr. Rakazna to talk about the strategic partnership between Craig School, the dual utilization, the structure of the swimming program, physical education, and possibly even do tennis for tots inside of the gymnasium to expose them to non-traditional things. So the commitment has been made. And I also want to thank the new commission, the leadership of Roy Glapion, and the full 13-member commission, also the new foundation and Annie, and I know one of our donors that just came aboard a week ago, Eddie Compass IV, with Next Generation for their donation to some of the fitness equipment as well. So there's a lot more to come for Tremé, and you all deserve it. And I'll just tell you, Huntersville is about to go through a $1.5 million renovation, so there's more to come. God bless you all.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Mayor, it's on time, it's on budget, and it's here. It's here to be delivered to the community. It's our commitment to you that we will bring to you the best facilities that we can possibly bring, and as Vic indicated to you, supports the redesign that the community wanted to see. It's also a part, as the mayor indicated to you, of a place, a very special place that has so much going on between this center and Craig School, the Choice Neighborhoods work that's about to go on at Iberville, and what's going on here as we study Claiborne. But also, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you what else has been going on. Circle Food Store is under construction.
Yeah, it is.
Orleans Avenue just got improved. The Rampart streetcars is in final design. The Armstrong Park improvements are done. African American Museum is in design. The Lafitte housing is built, and there's more to come. We are in final design on Lafitte Greenway, and as the mayor said, the Sangers will be open in October. So we've done a lot. There's more to do. We're here to serve you and to do it. I would like to thank my staff, who, as Vic indicated, has worked tirelessly. Vic and Vincent and Katie Dignan are here, and they're always here for you. So we're glad to have done this, and we're glad to have been able to deliver this to you on time and on budget. I'll be followed by Andre Cuddigan, my partner at FEMA, who I can do any of this with. I'll spend more time than him than I spend with my family. So.
I want to thank you to the city and the mayor for inviting me on behalf of FEMA to today's wonderful celebratory event. New Orleans officials have made great strides in moving the recovery of the community forward, as we can see here today. Today's ribbon cutting speaks to the continued hard work and rebuilding efforts, as well as the partnership between the city, FEMA, and the state that has made this all possible. The Tremé Community Center has always been an important place for this community, and today it is being added to a growing list of newly rebuilt community centers throughout New Orleans that will have a positive impact on the lives of New Orleans youth and the community as a whole. So, again, congratulations to all on today's success, and thank you.
We also have Commissioner Mike Darnell with us. Mike, thank you for your work. And of course, once again to everybody, there's a pattern forming, whether it's the school across the street from A.L. Davis Playground, or the playground across the street from Landry, or now the Tremé Center across the street from Craig. We are building places that are going to help people realize the dreams that are so important to them. So thank you everybody that's had anything to do with this. It really is a beautiful day for the city, and it's a spectacular day for the Tremé neighborhood and for all of us.
I'm ready by the kids.
All right, now look, who's going to count us out? Somebody count 1, 2, 3.
Go ahead. 2.